We learned this morning former First Lady Michelle Obama is making a stop in Nashville as part of her nationwide book tour. Obama is scheduled to appear at the Ryman Auditorium in May, and tickets go on sale this Friday, December 14th. Mrs. Obama's book is called Becoming, and she says she can't wait to continue the discussions across the country that have been so meaningful for her. It's been a meaningful book, too, for our Bookman Bookwoman. That's just one of the books that's on your reading list right now.
It is. I read it almost in one sitting. It's a great story of her life. She really shares the essence of growing up at the time she did in Chicago while Larry was in law school there. I really like the way she became who she is today. And if you want something a little bit earlier in history, the new biography by Bob Spitz about President Reagan is really good too.
That's wonderful. And we should say, of course, this is Sarah Lee and Larry Woods,
Hi.
Our favorite bookman and bookwoman. So what do you have, Larry?
You can introduce me to Michelle Obama.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Only if I'm with him. I have to watch it.
My Christmas books for history is for the biography of Frederick Douglass. It's magnificent. His life story, out of slavery into becoming a leader of our nation in the 1800s, both in the abolitionist movement and the women's movement. And my other history book is In the Hurricane's Eye, which is all about the genius of George Washington as our commander-in-chief and how he won the Battle of Yorktown to end the Revolutionary War.
Those both sound really interesting.
Well, let's get over to some great fiction. Louise Penny is a #1 bestseller, and that's because her stories about Inspector Gamosh are great. Kingdom of the Blind is the best one yet. And My Sister the Serial Killer has already been optioned for a movie. It is, if you like Girl on the Train, those kind of books, it is really good. Two sisters, one cleans up after the other.
Okay.
And maybe some of these men do need killing.
Oh my, okay.
I'm going to tread carefully here. And I want to know what your three sisters think of that title.
You're kidding, of course.
Yes.
Stephen King's new book, Elevation, leading the bestseller list. It's not the usual. It's not scary. It's not terrifying. But it's really fast moving. You can read it in one gulp. It's a man who can't stop losing weight and how that affects him and his neighbors and his friends in a small town. Fascinating story. And if you want the scary thing, Stephen King says the scariest book he read this year was by Tana French, The Witch Elm. Guy comes home, surprises two burglars, they almost kill him, and it all goes from there. It's a terrifying, high suspense thriller.
That sounds fascinating.
Don't you love kids' books that show the Christmas and holiday spirit? I Got the Spirit. This is such an adorable picture story about this child who goes around sharing the joy of Christmas.
Love it.
And sure to be classic, all in the family kind of Hanukkah, new with illustrations that are just beautiful. This is another great kids' book.
Nice.
My pick for children's Christmas books are All Are Welcome, wonderful holiday spirit story. I mean, the one I really love, though, is Can I Be Your Dog? Oh. This dog story about a dog living in an empty crate looking for a home will just tear your heartstrings.
Oh, those look great.
It is great.
It is good. And here's some fun fiction about the holidays. Look, if you like quirky novels, what can go wrong when two adults who've gotten divorced take their child and their partners away for a holiday weekend?
Oh, boy.
Well, a lot of things can go wrong, including someone accidentally getting shot with a bow and arrow. But it's fun read, and I like this One Day in December. If you like Bridget Jones' Diary, if you like Hallmark movies, this is a great happy ending book.
I hate to say we're out of time, but you've got that complete list of all of your books that you're recommending online at Bookwoman and bookmanbookwoman.com.
Don't leave
right?
me out.
No, I would not leave you out, not ever. Merry Christmas to you and to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we've got a great free opportunity that's one of the top tours in Music City. Find out when and where next.